You try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep.
Don't remind me.
Please find a way to put this in the episode.
You'll work it in somewhere. Like, we'll be mourning our loss of money, and then all of a sudden, just our slow, gentle fade to fix you. Bam. きっと約束だよいつかまた同じ笑顔で
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the box, the AnyChat box. I'm your host, Gregory. This is AnyChat box episode 66. Woo! And I'm not alone. If you heard the Woot Girls, those are the lovely people that have decided to review the show that we're going to talk about with me today. As always, the rock of the podcast, the producer extraordinaire, Cass.
Am I like a sparkly rock? Or am I like a rock you use to skip on water? Or am I like gravel that's used to beat at your husband's head in so you can get the insurance policy?
Let's go with the last one.
That sounds fair.
And to Cass's immediate right, the Gatcha goddess herself, who has graced us with her presence, Suki.
That's me. I like Love Live.
There it is. You
Yeah.
do. We all like Love Live here to varying degrees.
Some more than others.
Alright, some more than others.
I came to have a good time and I feel so attacked right now.
We will find out who the true fans are. There can be only one. Before we figure out who the true Highlander is, let me hit you up with some social media information. The hot deets, aka housekeeping. Twitter.com/theanychatbox for all your short form inquiries. You can hit us up on anychatmail@gmail.com. Again, that is anychatmail@gmail.com for all of your long form questions, discussion topics, and or reviews of anime. Old and new, we've gotten a few, and we will start sprinkling those into the regular production schedule going forward, so stay tuned for that. Also, you can listen to this on various you can listen to this on various podcast services such as iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, and SoundCloud. Again, soundcloud.com/theanychatbox. You can also hit us up on YouTube. We upload the podcasts there as well with a nice logo splash screen by the artist Chickaboom.
Nice.
Boom, boom, boom.
And finally, if you find it within your heart of hearts, aka Kingdom Hearts, Aqua got Norded, guys.
Oh, fuck.
Patreon.com/anychatbox.
Way to date it.
It's okay. These things come out on a weekly basis, so, yeah. Okay, guys, games. Gotcha games. I just literally typed in Gotcha Hellzone in the description for the doc here. So, who wants to talk? This is a meeting. This is a safe space.
Is this a confessional?
Yes, this is, I was going to say an AA meeting or an intervention.
No. This is a confessing for our sins. Everyone, pull out your PayPals. Show me what you've spent.
You know what? I actually can't remember how much I spent on Love Live.
We're talking gacha.
I know it was not... I don't know.
All
the only
forms.
gacha games I've played and actually spent money on were Love Live and Bang Dream Girls Band Party or Bandori. Because I downloaded Fate Grand Order. I played it for like 5 minutes and it's still on my iPad, but it'll probably never be opened again.
But you have that as a support for Cammy.
I actually downloaded it before Cammy even started, and now I think I mostly keep it installed. just because I would feel like I was betraying Cammy if I got rid of it.
Yeah.
I remember as soon as I got into Bandori, she was like, Craig, join me in Fate Geo Hell. And I'm like, I can't spread myself thin like that. I tried Fire Emblem Heroes, and I fell off of that pretty damn quick.
I tried that one too. Again, probably played it even less than Fate Grand Order. I think I opened it and closed it.
The UI for that one was a little confusing. We have friends that actually play that game religiously, though.
Just to call him out, I know he doesn't listen to the podcast, but our friend Andrew has apparently spent like well over $1,000 on that one, I believe.
He's the only enabler I have, so let him have this.
Oh, he can have it. He's not even going to listen to this. I could talk smack about him all day, and he probably isn't listening to the podcast, but I'm just saying, I'm not that bad, at least. Not yet.
So now you're going to bring this episode to light to him and say, hey, we name dropped you.
Now, if we're taking into consideration things that are not, like if we're just talking microtransactions in general, not just gacha ones, then I can talk about Smite. And,
That does count.
I wonder if there's a way for me to track. I'm gonna look in the meantime. Somebody else talk.
Oh, don't do that. You're just gonna give yourself depression.
I'm gonna see if there's a way to look up how much have I spent on Smite. I'll come back to you guys.
That's in your high-res account information. So with Love Live, I've probably spent an accumulative $10. With Bang Dream, I've spent $30? Yeah, $30 with that one. And then I realized RNGesus does not shine upon those that are impatient, and the Gatcha gods do not favor those that earn the stars through pay-to-win means, and I was sad after that day, and I questioned why I did it, because I could have bought myself so many other things.
It's true. That's a whole thing of groceries, and you just spend it on some JPEGs, and they let you down. And you know what's the worst?
What's the worst?
When you pay a lot of money into a game, and you get shit, but you have a wonderful, beautiful, perfect friend named Terry, who perhaps maybe is a free player. And she just strolls on in, she flings her arm out, she goes, I spent 30 gems and look at all my URs! Whee! And I'm just like, the fuck did I ever do wrong? I love you, but what the fuck?
Bushimo, why do you betray me like this?
Why?
I had on a much smaller scale, because you've been playing Love Live much longer than I have been playing Bang Dream, but I've had Bang Dream for 2 or 3 weeks now. Almost a month, because my happy box that I spent money on to get is going to expire in about 5 days. And that's a 30-day box. But my lovely, beautiful, wonderful significant other, who's never done anything wrong, also picked up this game and has not spent a single cent, and rolled the event gacha that just started yesterday at the time of this recording. And he got the 4-star, which is basically the UR in this game. It's a limited, beautiful card that I'll never have.
But my question is, did he then make eye contact with you and sacrifice her?
No, but he made a tweet about it, which is almost just as bad.
He likes to call you out every single time he does something smug.
Yeah, he just likes to, publicly execute my reputation, and I mean, that's everything you want in a significant other, really.
Is it?
Yeah,
he made a tweet the other day, and I just put prayer hands, public shame, prayer hands, and I really feel like that captures you guys' relationship beautifully.
It's true. See, Suki gets it.
Yeah, it works out great. She's having a good time, Craig. Dom's just having a better time for free.
On a much smaller scale, I do understand how you feel. I think that it's just because Terry has so much goodwill towards the world that Lady Luck just smiles upon her. She's like, oh, you're such a sweetheart. You've had some surgeries. You deserve a UR. You do.
Yeah, no. That's why I don't feel guilty. I don't feel bad on myself. I'm really happy for you. You're the best person, and I think that if anyone was going to get a ultra rare, it'd be you, and I would rather have it be you than anyone else of my beautiful friends. But also, fuck off. You're doing great, sweetie. Fuck off. Give me some URs once in a while.
I found my transactions.
Oh dear.
On Smite, they go all the way back to August 31st of 2015.
Christ.
It would take me a long time to add up all this, though, because it doesn't have, like, a total button.
Oh, dear. That's a smart move.
Yeah, I don't know how to add all of this up, but there's a lot of, $49 US transactions, $30, $13 and $49, $29.99, $7.99, $14.99, $34.90. I spent a lot of money on this game.
Loot boxes, ladies and gentlemen. Loot boxes.
They'll get you. She wanted a cute outfit. She, most of the time, gets it.
Most of the time. She's just got to keep paying.
Yeah, if you give them enough money, eventually they have to give you what you want.
It's actually true. There's only a specific amount of items in a chest. Recently, I bought a skin. And by recently, I mean like a week ago.
Oh, I haven't heard about this, have I?
It was a beautiful skin. I will show it to you guys post-pod. I put it on my credit card because I don't actually have money, which is a sign you already have a problem.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I spent maybe about $40 getting the skin. I had 8 out of the 15 things in the chest, and it was the last thing I rolled. So yay!
Oh, get fucking destroyed. Jesus Christ.
There was also a time when I didn't have anything in a chest, so I spent a little over $100.
Cassie, you made a good choice, though. You know what? It worked out.
I know! It was a beautiful skin. I'll show you that one later, too. That was an Aphrodite in a witch's outfit. And because I spent so much money on that skin, I was like, well, now I gotta play this character, and now she's one of my mains. So, yes, I would say that it was much money is well spent. It really wasn't. Don't do it.
Yeah. No. It was a smart choice. Smart business choice. You invested in your own happiness. You're a smart businesswoman.
So I would say I've spent close to probably $700-800, maybe close to $1,000 on Smite, especially if you can take into consideration I've donated, like, hundreds of dollars to streamers over the last couple of years, too. If that counts, too.
Oh, now I feel so much better about my answer. Thank you.
And to date, I've spent about a little over $40 on Bang Dream. Okay, whose turn is it on the chopping block next?
Okay.
I told my story,
He told his. His was... He brushed over his. What was that, about $25? I don't think you specified a dollar amount for those 11 girls, did you?
Yeah, it was literally the 25 to get the 2,500 star gems, and then I did the roll. Got nothing but 2 stars and a 3-star, and every single time I felt the weight of the world crushing down upon me, and I realized I made a horrible mistake when I could have bought groceries or a movie or a video game rather than duplicate high-res JPEGs of cute idol anime girls.
Excuse you?
Fuck my life.
They, only some of them are idols, some of them are just in bands. Excuse you.
It's true, they're professionals. We just watched a video of them yesterday. They play instruments.
They did a good job with that concert.
They're good girls doing a good job.
It's very true.
And you supported that. Aren't you proud of yourself now?
Another way they get you, they put out those starter things for beginners. I bought all of those in Love Live and in Bandori.
That's what I was going to cover, because it's like, it starts out really small for me, because I also have my transaction history up.
Oh.
So I started doing microtransactions in October of 2017.
Oh, God.
And it was just, just the Just Treats pack. Ooh, that sounds fun, right? Like, ooh, it's so light. I'll just have a little bit here, a little treat for myself.
Yeah.
So I got the Muse and Aquars of that. Oh, and then our School Idol starter pack. Muse and Aquars of that. And our School Idol Festival starter pack, Muse and Aquars. It was a good month for Muse and Aquars.
Nickel and diming all of it.
Yeah, then we hit the point in November where I bought actual love gems. Apparently twice.
Good times.
Which is just sad, because you don't even get any perks for that. You're literally just like, here's $6, give me 6 gems.
You really needed those step-up scoutings, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I felt like I needed to cross a path. They get you, they're like, oh, look, you could have these 11 cards for a discounted rate. We're ignoring the fact that there just aren't many good cards in there. But, like, look at that bargain. And I'm like, man, I really should save up for this card I want, but that's a real bargain. But then we have our mini packs, but then we hit December. And that's when they do the Christmas packs and the New Year's packs.
Oh,
And
God.
the Happy Holiday pack especially was terrible because, like, I want to clarify, I bought one because Andrew, our beloved friend that was previously mentioned, sent us both a lovely $25 iTunes gift card. Remember that?
I do. You see, I was a fool back then. I used that on actual music. If I had saved it.
It could have got you a whole month extra of loot. It would have been great. But I used that to buy some JPEGs. And then
Are they worth it?
then I bought another thing of JPEGs, and these were like $30 a piece. And then on Christmas Day, I went to CVS, which is open on Christmas Day, I want to clarify. And I bought a gift card.
Just so everybody knows.
Yes. Go to your local CVS on Christmas. Support companies that stay open on Christmas Day. They're terrible. But, like, when you need an iTunes gift card, they got you covered. And I went in, and I was, like, the only person in the store. I'm like, I need this iTunes gift card, please. It's not for a present. It's just me. I'm just sad. Thank you. And it's all gone downhill since then. And those are the big ones. And then I bought a $40 pack a couple weeks ago, but we don't talk about that because it worked out okay.
Did it?
Did you get lots of good things?
No, not really.
So when are you going to join Bandori?
Never. I'll shoot myself in the foot before then. It might happen at the same time, but, like, phone games take up a lot of time. I mean, in between the work, I went to a, training today, and I got to the training, I spent 10 minutes curled up in my car playing my phone game underneath my dashboard, so it wouldn't look like, because there's an event, and I have to use up my, like, game, I have to play. So, like, I'm just crouched on the dashboard, I got out of the training, sat in my car in the rain, played for like 5 minutes before I drove to my second location. I'm just sitting there like, I'm an addict. Next thing you know, I'm going to be shooting up heroin in the back alley. Okay.
If they can give you iTunes gift cards in order for more chances to roll.
And just so you guys know, these games are quite I'm playing one right now.
Yeah, I debated it.
I'm not joking. I'm grinding out stars on my 1 and 2 star girls. What?
I get you, really. I do. I have no room to judge. I get you.
We're professional in this podcast, but also hopelessly addicted to video games in any complexity.
I was about to say, does this count as a video game exactly? Like,
I would.
I mean, at what point does it just become gambling? Because, like, I usually don't feel like I'm playing a game and having fun. I usually feel like a giant loser who just gave away $20 to a JPEG machine.
It is gambling. Flat out gambling.
Yeah. But you know what? It's working out great for us, right? It's the solid basis of our friendship. We don't have any other common interests other than our love for crying about money.
yeah, and making it worse. I mean, I'm a millennial, so I'm not feeding food chains, but I am feeding this Gatcha game.
Are you? Aren't you feeding food chains though? Because you are...
No. There's a joke that millennials don't go out to actual food chain restaurants. Craig, when was the last time we went out to a food chain restaurant?
Okay.
It was probably Cheesecake Factory.
Listen, I would love the Cheesecake Factory.
The Cheesecake Factory loves you too.
That's spaghetti, though.
Yeah, they treat you good.
Random fun story. One day, this is off the topic of Gatcha, but it is also in the realm of spending money. One day, I got very high. Like, very, very high.
She's in a state where it's legal.
Yes, it was completely legal. 150%. I went to a dispensary, I paid my money, I showed him my ID, I walked out, I went home, and I ate some gummies, gummy edibles. I live in Oregon. It's totally legal here. Anyway, so I got really high, and in that high stupor, I was like, food is amazing.
It's true.
You know what is really amazing? And within walking distance, but I can't walk straight, so I'm going to order it on my cell phone? Cheesecake Factory. I want some spaghetti and a slice of cheesecake.
Nice. Good strategy.
Didn't I also make you mac and cheese, too?
You did? That actually, I think, was the inspiration for me.
Was that the same day?
Yes.
I remember that.
This is the best part of getting high. Like, food, tastes amazing. Like, you can feel it breaking down, and you can taste the colors. It's weird. Anyway.
Wow. We don't encourage...
Yeah, drugs are bad, kids. Unless you live somewhere where they're good. And then they're really, really good.
Yeah, they're great when they're legal. If you're listening to this in a state that's not legal, please don't. Please also do not smoke underage. Please do not drink underage. Also, my bad habits do not reflect all the bad habits of the people on the podcast. They're mine and mine alone. Anyway, I got some spaghetti and some cheesecake, and it costed me $40.
Like you do with Postmates.
I did not care. It was the best day of my life.
Was a lot of that the tip? Did you just, really feel charitable that day?
Oh god, no. The spaghetti was $15. The slice of cake was $8.
Yeah.
So that alone was $20, plus they had a delivery convenience fee, plus a tip.
Ooh.
That's where Postmates nickels and dimes you.
They're smart.
Yeah, because your delivery fee, depending on where they're delivering from and how far away it is, it could be anywhere from $5 to $10.
Yep.
Boy, howdy. And that's right nearby. That ain't far at all.
Yeah, I really didn't have any other gotcha stories. Other than when I talked about this sort of thing on the Saber Progress podcast, Pete asked, what do you get out of all of these images anyway? And I'm like, stats. I can't quantify any of this to anyone that's not in the know about what half this bullshit is. Because I'm like, well, it's like an RPG because you level them up and then they get better stats like an RPG, and then the rarer the card is, the better the stats are. And then I realize I'm speaking gibberish to anyone that doesn't know what it is.
I mean, it's a standard thing. You just you level it up, you level it up, you level it up, you kick it to the curb. You're the full strength, but you're not pretty. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
You gotta be pretty to make it in this world, even if you're a gacha character.
Exactly. That's the real lesson here. I think we're all growing a little bit playing gacha, making us a better people.
If you can't be idolized, then you ain't worth my time.
Jesus Christ.
Idol or bidle?
Idol or bidle?
Bye, Felicia.
Thank you!
I'm gonna start saying that every time I, trade a girl out for stickers now. Bye, Felicia. But yeah, anyway. Tell us what your favorite gacha games are. And how much you've spent on it. Send us an email. Maybe we'll get one from the anonymous viewer with a completely different story.
I've never... That anonymous viewer sure is kooky, huh, kids?
Truly.
That anonymous viewer just keeps it coming, and, I don't know if you want to address that email. We can address that later, but our emails have been on fire because of this heated debate between the anonymous viewer and the love of the gacha goddess herself over here.
That anonymous viewer definitely doesn't play gacha. That would be really lame of them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're not some fucking weirdo like us.
I want to know if they do, though. So, anonymous viewer, if you are listening, write in. Let us know.
Wouldn't it be better if they were an anonymous listener instead of an anonymous viewer?
Listener.
Maybe they watch your YouTube videos featuring art by Chicaboom.
I see what you did there. I approve.
Wait. And if you want to contribute more to these gambling addicts, go to patreon.com/AnnieChatbox.
Feed the addiction.
Yeah,
feed the addiction.
For merely $1 a month, you can make all of these people's lives better.
Or worse.
That's half a star.
It's a half a star. Yay!
Yay!
If you want to be a star too, then yeah, let's talk about the shining stars, idols. Guys, today we're going to talk about Love Live Sunshine.
You're not saying it right.
Wait.
It's Love Live Sunshine!
Oh, sorry. Love Live Sunshine!
And the phrase is not finding your star, it's finding your radiance. Get it right?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Take two?
Radiance? I thought they said sparkling like it was radiant star.
That's a really flimsy transition you got going on there. You know damn well it's radiance.
God damn it.
That's you watched it several times. Come on.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Studio is Sunrise. Other shows by them: Cowboy Bebop, Inuyasha, and Gintama.
Wouldn't Sunrise do all the, robot shows, too?
Yes.
That's where the bank is.
I tried to produce other results besides the aforementioned Gundam mega franchise that is, to varying quality degrees. Alright, let's talk...
The point is they got a lot of money.
They do. Alright, let's talk about the synopsis. Having decided to walk down a path separate from their inspirations as idols, the girls of Aqua, or Aquars, however you want to pronounce it, Funimation says Aqua, are more determined than ever to shine brightly as school idols. With their previous performance marginally increasing the number of prospective students for their endangered school, they look to carry the momentum of their small step forward into the school's upcoming open house in the next Love Live competition. Hoping to use some of these events to bring more attention to their school, the 9 girls look to give their best performance yet. So, Love Live Sunshine, Season 2.
Love Live Sunshine.
Sunshine!
Story.
It's not very good. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. If there's one thing that carried the show, it wasn't the story.
There's one thing that carried the show. We're gonna talk about it later.
We got a different category for that.
Yep.
It's called the meat and potatoes of the category. The burgers, as you will. Carry on.
But yeah, no, compared to its, what do you call it? This is the successor. What's it called that's not the successor?
The predecessor?
The predecessor? I don't know. Whatever. The first Love Live. The good one.
The Muse.
Especially because, the first season is basically up until a specific point. To just talk about the first season very quickly. It's basically a reskin of that story, and it's not very good. You got a bunch of girls trying to save their school again, only this time it just seems more bland and empty because they're just trying to follow in the episode, in the steps of somebody that isn't themselves.
Were they trying to save their school in the first season of Sunshine?
Yes.
Yes. That was the first half, or the second half of season 2, or season 1, where they're like, okay, we're gonna be like Muse. Oh, wait, our school's endangered. Oh, this is our time to shine, just like Muse did.
Was that season 1? Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yeah.
It went on for a while, and that's where I was going to bring my point. They didn't actually reach a conclusion at the end of that, and then they carry it into the second season, and you realize just how bland it has become.
Yeah.
Also, I did not like that you are building up to something that you think you're going to get at the end, and then that ending you're trying to build up to is basically, it happens off screen.
Oh, yeah.
Yup.
The show had it had a lot of moments that were really good, especially towards the tail end. Moments that actually you could tell that they were trying really hard, but at the same time you could really tell they were trying really hard.
With certain characters and, plot lines, the subplots that they're dealt with, right?
Well, I'm talking more about how they try and pull at your heart with the school specifically towards the end.
Oh, yeah.
I want to point out one thing. They use the same, theme song for every single sad scene. So if you watch episode after episode in a row, it's like, oh, here's a sad scene. Oh, here's the song. Mood whiplash. Here's a happy scene. Oh, no, we want you to be sad now. Here's that same sad song.
Yeah.
And it's like, guys, this is my 3rd episode of the night. I think I know the tune by now. Please, calm it down.
When you can tell a show is trying to force you, a lot of shows do that, where they try and build a mood. And there's a difference between building a mood and trying to force you to feel. And I think that's the problem with the story of Love Live Sunshine is that it's very simple, and therefore it tries to be way too complex for what it is.
Yup.
I think it tries... It's such a simple premise, and they're trying to ride the coattails of the original Love Live with Muse. But there are, and we're going to get into it here in a bit, but there are certain plots that are so melodramatic and felt so forced to a point where I was just like, man, the pacing and the writing in the last season, and even this season, is just like, so you're not focusing attention on ABC characters, but instead you're going to focus more on this character? Okay, that makes sense, I guess, because apparently we can get more of that person.
Well, we can talk more about that when we talk about characters, I would think.
Yeah.
To be fair, the system did work. We'll get into that later. But, like, the system totally worked, and we were totally played for fools. So, like, are we really good people?
Yes.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not
We're
at all.
good people at a podcast. There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think that there's really much to say about the story of Love Live Sunshine, except for it's... And then again, it's not supposed to be complex, but if you're going to have a simple story, you need to make it at least enjoyable. And I think that the original Love Live succeeded in that much better. It also was simple.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a tale of cute girls doing cute things, and sometimes those cute things really hit it, and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, ha ha ha, I really like this character now. This is a good girl. And then sometimes you're just like, I'm supposed to care about this character that I don't care about. Should I be crying? I don't know. Music says I should be.
Yeah.
But okay.
That's what the music dictates.
Yeah, the music dictates it, so shit, I guess I'll fucking start crying.
Again, it's kind of like a emotional whiplash at times, and it's just...
Mm-hmm.
Man, certain scenarios and characters shined brighter than others.
The thing is that a lot of people will come up and be like, "Oh, hey, you're looking too deep, bro." And I would say, "Yeah, that's the problem. That's what the show's trying to do."
The show has two different parts. There's cute and sad. Cute's good. Sad bad. Bam.
Yep.
I honestly probably would have liked the story more if it was just about the girls being simply just trying to find their own shine. Because that's what they advertise that that's supposed to be, what it's supposed to be about. It's not.
No, it's a bunch of melodrama, and then it's like, oh, but look at these girls building great friendships. Oh, look. Now things are going downhill, but friendship.
Friendship.
And the friendship's good. But, like, they try too hard.
So, characters at that rate? Since the plot is pretty paper thin, would you say that the characters made the show or this season for you?
Without a doubt.
Yas.
I would not contend that for a second.
I would say certain characters had me more than others. As per tradition in this podcast, I ask the unifying question, who is your favorite character? And if we have time, who is the worst character? Because I think we're all in agreement for both.
I really think there's going to be like just a group hate session in like 5 seconds. I'm just saying.
Let's have our group love first.
Group
Okay.
love.
I think that one of the great things about Love Live Sunshine Season 2 is it did realize that it completely neglected several characters from the first season and decided to focus on them, much to the dismay of a lot of people here, because we grew to love some of the second years and third years, and then they were kind of put in the back burner. But then we realized maybe the first years are a little bit better.
Yeah, it was just this eye-opening moment where we're like, man, this really, really sucks for this character. And then it's like, oh, but wait. Look at this beautiful darling here.
Yeah.
Isn't she beautiful?
Yeah.
With her little demons and her burgers.
And her burgers, and one is doing her rubesti.
Rubesti. Ooh la la.
God, the first years made this entire season.
They had the best chemistry, too.
They really did.
Yeah. They were believable.
Yeah, because like a lot of the drama they tried to have with the third years was just so forced.
Mm-hmm.
We all have Hanamaru as our icon. As per tradition, we have our favorites, specifically a scene of her eating a burger in several different angles. I also really loved Yoshiko, because she was a Chuny, and I love Chunies.
And Ruby grew on us, too. Like, I don't think anyone would be against a good Gamba.
God, like, I don't know how long it took. I think it was when Zura had her burger is when Gamba really coined the phrase, do your Rubesti or Gamba Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
And then we too wanted to do our Rubesti, along with the meme of her in her Uber driver service.
You know, I don't even know how big of a meme that was, or if it's just an in-joke with us.
I think it's
like,
an
we
in-joke.
can't find the original post.
No, we can't.
It's like, that could have literally been a one-note post.
If we can find it, we can put it in the description. If not, there is a scene where it looks like Ruby's driving. She's not. I will say, in regards to Ruby, she was probably the character I cared about the least from the first season. But she had probably the best arc in the second season that I actually gave a shit about. Hey. So that was pretty cool.
Exactly.
Yep.
And that just shows how much it's jumped, where the character that literally nobody cared about, everyone was like, oh yeah, pink crybaby, whatever, who cares about her? She likes lollipops. That's cool. Get out of here, loser. To being like, she is doing her bestie. She really is. Look at her making friendships, stepping out on her own, becoming a person. You're not just a little wooby anymore. You're a big rock.
She loves her sister so much.
Oh, she loves her sister so much. She's so good.
That's basically all I can really think to say about good characters. A lot of the characters in the show are unfortunately very paper thin as the plot is, but they're enjoyable.
They have a gimmick, but it works.
Yeah, so it's not like, oh, you're a cardboard cutout that nobody wants to take home from the theater. No, you're the cardboard cutout that everybody's thinking as they're walking into the movie theater, how they can steal it without security noticing.
Yeah, that's my opinion with the second years this year, where I was just like, man, I at one point said Yo was my best girl, but girl didn't get much time to shine. Neither did Rico.
Yep.
But damn, did Chica give you a Mikandra that he's trying to... Guys, my entire basis for liking this goddamn season is fucking memes. And it's sad. It's really fucking sad.
It's not even like big memes. It's just us shit posting repeatedly. Like, why so glum, chum? That one did have a lot of views.
Oh, it did.
Still, why so glum, chum?
Oh, that dub is good, actually.
It's so good. It's so good. We'll talk
about that in production. But yeah, I think the characters are probably the best part of the show. But I think that's the big problem, is that if you can't find a gimmick that you like, the plot isn't going to carry it. So it may or may not be good for viewers who don't care about idols or don't care about cute girls. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I had a similar thing with Yoshiko, where I just didn't care about her the entire first season. I was like,
that's okay.
Yeah, she's there.
That's okay.
And then, like, you started to like her, and then she actually got good. And then I was like, oh, wait. She's quality. What the fuck? What?
I think it was the second watch where I was like, you know what? At least she has a personality that I can stand.
Yeah.
Okay, let me rephrase that. At least she has a personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's interesting.
She does something. She does it well. I don't know if I'd say she had character growth, but, like, I really like her no matter what.
Hey, that episode where she tried to jack a dog. That's
I completely forgot about that. That's a good episode.
Okay, maybe that was a little character growth, I suppose. Obviously, the person who had the most character growth was probably Rico, who went from hating dogs to, spoiler, maybe not hating dogs so much. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe if she did grow to love dogs, maybe she would give it a really fucking stupid name. I don't know. Who's to say? I love my daughter. She's doing a great job.
Oh, god damn it.
Honestly, I think Ruby had the best character growth in the entire show.
It was just such a whiplash is the thing, because it's like, she literally went from nothing to, like, second season started, and then it was like, mid-level okay to just skyrocketing to the top, and it's like, yeah, we're awakening the power, all right, yeah.
I just love Zura, and the fact that all she did was
so
eat
good.
food, and you didn't realize until the second season. And then you go back and you watch, oh man, she's eating in the first season. This is, it's just like fucking Hanayo with rice, but goddamn it, if I love
but
it.
It's better.
But more appealing, because she's actually silly about it.
Yeah, it's true.
That's the thing. I didn't care about Hanamaru at first, and then, like, all of a sudden the world opened up to me, and now anytime I think about how I didn't like Hanamaru and I thought she was boring, I'm just like, what the fuck was wrong with me? No! That's your baby! No!
To be fair, I also thought she was extremely boring. So if anything, I think that's one thing that the second season did really well, is that it fleshed out some characters that you may have not cared about before, but also the problem is the characters you did care about got completely ignored.
Mm-hmm.
And Chika became even less likable. In my personal opinion.
Yeah, she was already pretty bad.
I'm like, she was pretty bad, but she got worse.
Oh, yeah.
Either that or they didn't know what to do with her, and she flip-flopped a lot.
She went from one extreme to the other, and you as a viewer are supposed to believe that she goes from caring about one thing to another thing to not caring at all about something. It's forced tension.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she is our main character. I mean, we can't toss her out quite like everyone else, which you wouldn't think you would need a technical main character since you have 9 girls. But they like to keep Chika in the focus for some reason, and it's, like, I get it, she started Aquars, but, like, the goal was to have all these girls shining their radiance.
Are you sure that she was his focal point? Because it felt like the third years were the focal point almost like 75% of the show.
How often did we see the third year's houses?
I was about to say, yeah,
True.
Chika was the focal point. And to be fair, like, I think that's also something that the original Love Live as a comparison did better, because even though you had Honoka, who really started the band, it focused enough on everybody that you didn't feel like Honoka was annoying or taking up too much of the screen time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whereas Chika is unlikable, and she's unlikable and on the screen constantly. So, speaking of that, what about the stuff we saw on the screen? The production.
It was pretty. I feel as though it's, I don't know, like, in comparison to season 1, but it looks just as good as season 1. CG definitely doesn't look stiff and janky as shit.
Mm-hmm.
It looks clean. From what music numbers we had, there are some music numbers that, was it Miracle Wave is pretty fucking dope. I like Miracle Wave.
Oh, Miracle Wave is good. All the CG is very animated.
What's the name of the song I liked? I forget already.
Awaken the Power.
There we go.
Was it Awaken the Power, or was it the one where Daya and Ruby were doing the traditional Japanese dance?
It was that one. I just don't remember what it was called.
That's my Maida Night.
There we go. Sorry, that one.
Yeah.
There we go.
That was my favorite.
Okay.
And honestly, I went back and watched that video several times, and not only is the CG really good during the dance performances, but, like, how dynamic they are is pretty cool. Like, there's actual literal choreography that went into it. It doesn't just look pretty, it moves really well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I really like in that number, the transition between 2D and 3D. Or, not, CG and 2D, you know what I mean.
Yeah, you're right.
Is, like, very flowy. And some of them is kind of, like, stiff. But those ones are just, the camera is constantly in motion. That's a really good one.
It's got good dynamic camera work in most of the dances, actually. I think that the only one that was kind of overwhelming in regards to that was, ironically, the one that they performed towards the end. Which is why I feel like I was kind of let down by the ending. Because not only did like the story kind of go down the tube, and the characters were okay, but they kind of petered off, and everything kind of had an unsatisfying ending. The last live that they performed was kind of too.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is I noticed that when I was watching the Miracle Wave video back, they do that a lot where they just, like, hard cut to a song. They like, give you a period before the song, and then they just hard cut to the song, and they're like, you can figure out the rest. Like, no, I don't want to figure out the rest. I'm not here to figure out the rest. You are here
Show me, damn
to
it.
show me the rest. This is not some deep, insightful anime. I'm here to watch idols. Show me how they get from point A to point B. Don't weak out. Like they did that with Saint Snow, where they were just like, oh, look, here's the beginning of a show. Oh, no. Hard cut to, like, 20 minutes later. Oh, man, she had a fall. We're not going to show you any of that, but, like, she had a fall.
Yeah.
Like, come on now, guys.
And they did that with the main band, too, didn't they? Like, in some of the performances. I can't remember if it was just season 1, but
yeah.
I know. Did they do that in season 2 as well?
No, they did that for Miracle Wave, too, where it's just like, they do like a loose build-up, and then they're like, oh, yeah, hard cut. No.
We performed. You just have to believe that we did.
We performed, but you also got to imagine it's just like fade to white. It's just like, did we do good in this performance? What? I don't know. It's weird pacing.
Yeah.
But the way that they're shot is really good. Again, as Suki was pointing out, the music for the show, in my opinion, was very okay outside of the musical performances and the musical numbers. The one sad track and the one happy track. And both dub and sub are pretty good, in my opinion.
In regards to the voice acting?
Yes, ma'am.
I can agree with that. They're pretty good. Some of the voices are a little deep, but
Yeah,
then
that's
some of
true.
the Japanese voice actresses are also very deep voiced. So it's like they still pick good people, and they're all very talented.
And I will say that even though there were melodramatic moments, at least they knew how to act melodramatic.
I mean, to be fair, unlike you people, I cry every time when I listen to Wonderful Stories. So y'all are heartless.
I am.
And you don't appreciate my babies. And they're doing a good job. And Wonderful Stories is just a wonderful little clip show of like, oh, this is this music video and this music video. And I'm like, yeah, I remember that music video too.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wonderful Stories.
But yeah, the music in the show when it came to the actual performances and like actual songs that the girls were playing were pretty okay. I think that the original Love Live had some better music and there were some performances that I liked better than others, but overall it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Anything else was kind of mediocre. Like you pointed out, they have the one track for every sad scene that happened. There's nothing that really stuck out otherwise. But overall, the production was nice. The characters have some same-face syndrome, but it's not that bad. You can tell the difference between the characters, and their character designs are really cute. I like how they all have different hairstyles that are very uniquely their own. Now the new Love Live season that we're going to get eventually looks like they took a lot of those hairstyles and just reapplied them to new characters. But this season, I couldn't say that like any of the girls looked too much like the previous Muse girls, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I can agree.
Like you can tell the difference between the casts. And they are unique in their own way. I like that some of them wore different clothes. I like Hanamaru always had her little jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I like that Yoshiko had her specific side hair bun, sometimes with a feather in it.
Yeah.
Oh, so good, so good.
I like that they had those little attentions to detail. I enjoyed that about the animation.
Yeah, I agree with you. With the eyes and the mouths, that was like the face, but like as you said, the hairstyle and the personalities is what got me to be like, okay, it's not bad. Now, Perfect Dream Project, when and if that becomes a thing, at least we have Etch-a-Sketch.
Listen, it's becoming a thing. I mean, they're releasing 3 more cards on Love Live these last 3 days.
I see that as I logged in, and I'm like, oh god, it's happening. It's
Back
really
to
happening.
the gotcha. Back to the gotcha.
Yeah. Tomorrow we get Etch-a-Sketch's card, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Are we going to find out if she has a last name?
Yes.
What does she do with her free time?
We'll find out.
What does her story tell me?
She's already my best girl.
Oh, she's going to draw her way right into your heart.
She already has.
Oh, beautiful.
Do we have anything more to say about Love Live Sunshine before we move into ratings?
Not really, for me.
No, like one thing I did notice when I was like looking into Love Live is that the guy that directed Sunshine seasons 1 and 2, or lady, I don't know. I mean, Kazuo Sakai, but they directed one other anime, and that was 11 years ago.
Damn.
So I'm not. They mostly just do key animation stuff. Other than that, so I'm like, I can understand that. I can see why this has not happened to you before. You're doing a great job. I hope you get more work now. But, like, No.
No.
You did your best.
I'm surprised. Wait, no. I was going to say, I'm surprised that they didn't get the Love Live OG director to work on this one, but I think Land of the Lustrous was also happening at the same time.
Yeah, Land of the Lustrous. Land of the Lustrous got the real Love Live talent. But hey, you know what? Maybe the movie's going to be great.
We'll find out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, I'll watch it. Probably more than once for some people.
Not for me.
And maybe for you. I don't fucking know. We'll see.
We'll see. If it's like an amazing movie, sure. Maybe it will be. Maybe the movie will be what changes my mind.
Craig, we can peer pressure her into watching it a second time, right?
I mean, the Madoka Rebellion movie made you think that Madoka had something good in it. Maybe that'll be the same for Love Light Sunshine movie.
Oh, God.
I mean, to be fair, Shinbo's involvement with that movie is apparently very minimal. I want to make that very clear. I do not have a Madoka bias. I have a Shinbo bias. Very different.
You mean the guy that Shaft constantly as the director? As a director. Okay.
Shaft's main man.
Nevertheless, ratings. So I go last.
Let's let our guest host go first.
Okay.
Well, personally, I love it, but like realistically, I know that it's not that great. I would definitely still give it a like it because it does have a bunch of redeeming qualities. It's got the great music, it's got the fun characters. You'll definitely find someone you like, if not because they're just a walking checklist of quirks and you're just like, man, reeling into Chunies today. Okay, Yoshiko, come on over here, girl.
Yeah.
Little stuff like that where it's like, you're bound to find someone you like. The comedy is very funny. We didn't touch on the comedy, like, specifics, but there are a lot of really funny episodes, more towards the beginning than towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, when they're funny, they are damn funny. So I'm giving it a solid like it.
Okay. Fair.
That is quite fair. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, very quickly, we never actually reviewed the original Love Live, so I would give that actually a personal, like, love it and a definite like it. Like, that show is really, really good. And the only reason I'm even bringing that up in the first place is because I think in comparison, this show really pales. And if anything, this is making me want to go back and watch the original Love Live. That and Suki's lovely edits that she makes. She made one recently that we should totally post in the description, promote her.
Absolutely, please.
She made a great AMV recently that made me realize everything that Sunshine does, the original did better. Including but not limited to the story and also the comedy bits. Like, that show was hilarious all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
For as much as some of the characters I give flack for, specifically Suki's favorite, the show was genuinely funny. And I think that somebody that isn't into idols could really enjoy the original Love Live. I don't think that that's necessarily the case with this show. I think to enjoy this show, you're going to either, one, have to really have an archetype that you enjoy, like Suki said, or you're going to have to be really into idols. So for the average, like, anime viewer, I'd give it a check it. Definitely see if there's something you like. I'd give it a personal probably like it, but I'm going to just say give it, like, an official check it.
Okay.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that as well. And now it's to me. So, short and sweet of it, I mirror a lot of the sentiments that have previously been stated. I watched the show twice over, dub and sub, and I, again, as Cass said, when you put this up to the original Love Live with Muse, it's kind of apples and oranges. I mean, one's better than the other, depending on. No, actually,
no one's arguing.
No one's
Sunshine.
no one's gonna say that Sunshine's better. No, I can't even say that analogy. Right? Yeah. So if you put it up against that, then it's a losing battle. But I mean, if you got through OG and you're curious about this one, I would say personally check it. Both check it to season 1. So check it to season 1, and if you're invested, then check season 2. I personally, I say I like this, but that's kind of like a low like it based on the fact that certain episodes were better than others, certain subplots were better than others, certain characters were better than others. You have to suffer through a lot of forced melodrama in order to really get to good bits, and unfortunately the melodrama kind of brought it down for me. Not gonna lie, even watching it a second time dub, I was just like, really, we're going through this bullshit again? Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's hope that the movie does not have forced melodrama like the original Love Live movie did, because there was some drama in that movie too that seemed kind of out of character for some characters.
Yeah, but no, I guess that brings it to like a high check it, low like it overall.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. That's a pretty okay
it's
story.
Pretty inoffensive.
Yeah, it's a pretty okay rating for a pretty okay anime.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially if you like idols, please watch the show. Because I think that out of all the idol shows that I've watched, this one I've enjoyed the most. Like, as a collection, like Love Live as a brand.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I was gonna
Sunshine.
say. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? She just said otherwise.
No, like, as a franchise, like, Love Live I enjoyed more than... oh god, what's the name of the other one that I watched?
Idolmaster?
Idolmaster, right.
Really? Interesting.
Like, I liked the story in Idolmaster better, like some of the character stories, and I think that it progressed better, but the beginning wasn't as strong as the beginning of Love Live. And also, I haven't watched any more of the Idolmasters after the first one, and I think that says something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think as an overall package, Love Live has more to offer. I do think Idolmaster has stuff that it shows that is good, and I think that some of the performances are better in Idolmaster.
Yeah.
They rely more on 2D, which makes it less offensive, but they also utilize their camera angles better. They know how to make their cuts. But yeah, anyway, overall as a franchise, I think I like Love Live better. I still need to check out the other one, Wake Up Girls. Because I've heard that one's pretty good too.
Oh, yeah.
But Love Live made me care about idol anime, and I think that's important. I just think that overall Sunshine isn't as good as its predecessor.
Nah.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think anyone came out here to argue that.
No, not at all. But yeah, I hope you enjoy it if you check it out, and if not, just go watch the original. The original Love Live is really good.
If you're gonna watch them, though, watch Sunshine first, and then watch original Love Live. Because you're guaranteed to like Sunshine more that way, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's
But then you
real.
won't know why they're idolizing Muse. And why they're why Sunshine is such a blatant ripoff.
Don't worry, they'll point at the poster of Muse on Chica's wall often enough that we'll be able to get the idea.
Or you could just watch the original Love Live.
Then they're gonna hate Sunshine, Cassie!
Zora will save it.
Have the exact same experience I did, ladies and gentlemen.
She's telling you to suffer, audience.
Yes.
We're all suffering. We're all anime fans.
Whoa, no, not I. But welcome to Hellzone, am I right?
Welcome to Hellzone. And on that note, thank you all for tuning in. This has been Annie Chatbox episode 66. Again, if you want to hit us up on social media, twitter.com/theanniechatbox. You want to hit us up on email. Email is anniechatmail@gmail.com. Again, anniechatmail@gmail.com. Check us out on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, and SoundCloud. Leave us a review. We can read it on the air if you would like. And with that being said...
One more thing. I figured I'd say this very quickly since maybe some people are confused or don't follow the Twitter. You may notice that this has been released on a Friday. We are moving our release schedule to Fridays instead of Mondays/sometimes Tuesdays. It's always going to be on Fridays now. You will have a release on Friday, ladies and gentlemen. So that's why this episode is late, and all of them in the future will also be released on Friday as well. It will make it more likely that we will not actually skip an episode. We've been doing really good with it lately, but just to, bring more to you lovely ladies and gentlemen, that will be our new release schedule. Also, next week we're talking about our summer picks, so definitely tune in for that. It'll be fun.
Bitchin', and coincide with the release on Fridays. If you want to pay attention and you like video games, E3 is happening. Hey, check out Save Our Progress. SoundCloud.com/Save Our Progress.
Look at that plug. Right there.
Yep.
Right there.
Every Friday as well. I'm there, and we have some guest hosts that have showed up here. Zach is on that podcast as well. Check it out. But until next time,
talk about E3?
Yes, we are.
Nice.
Oh, that'll be fun.
But until next time, y'all. Peace out.
Sayonara.
Ciao.
Honk!
Honk!
Quack.
Quack!
This is okay, I was gonna say this is not a duck zone, but if we're ducking. Quack.